Happy Valley on a Wednesday night for an 8 race programme. We're on the C course. Very competitive night's action it is as well. I'm Andrew Lejeune, and please say I'm joined by our form analyst in Paul Lally and race caller Mark McNamara as well. Mark, some highlights for Wednesday night?
We've got a couple of very consistent horses running, Andrew. Exceptional Nices off a string of seconds, and A Smile Like Yours goes up in grade, so carries a lighter weight, but geez, not much of him, but he's a consistent little fellow.
Yeah, we'll hear from Alexi Bedell very shortly. Paul, jackpots, there are some good ones this week.
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones there. We've got a triple treer one, 3 million, that should get up to about 7. And also 2.8 in the 6-up win bonus, that should get up to 6. So a couple of good jackpots and a lot of last start winners running as well. All
right, okay, and these first starters as well that Mark mentioned. We've got one in the first race, in actual fact. We kick things off. The first of 8 races at Happy Valley is a Class 4. It's over the 1,200 metres. The field headed by Universal Go-Go's a 3-time course and distance winner. Francis Lloyd and Alexi Bedell will be in the saddle. But Circuit Booming debuts here for Tony Cruz. Luke Ferras rides from Barrier, number 2. Beauty Amigo, tough trip last time. Gets a wide gate, though. Barrier 11 for him once more. Hercules with the blinkers going back on. He's having his 4th start of the season. Noble Boys first up for the campaign. Master Alberts, he's having his first start for the season as well. First up since June. And Sure Win-Win, they play around with the gear here. Visor off, blinkers going back on as he drops from the 1650 back to the 1,200 metres mark.
We've got Circuit Booming going forward and Beauty Amigo for good pace here, Andrew. Hercules, Paul, he went back in a trial, so he's settling back in the field. But Circuit Booming trialled up around Happy Valley and raced near the pace, so you think that'll be the go-to with him again?
Yeah, as long as he jumps cleanly, which he's done. He's got an inside draw. The one that Andrew was talking about there might have to work a little bit at Beauty Amigo to get across. Melbourne Hall, I think he'll be a lot closer from his inside draw.
Okay, should have pointed out at the start, jockeys not riding through suspension. Alex Lai, Blake Shin and Victor Wong is also out. Let's start off then, Mark, with Lucky Marinol, a last start 4th.
And at Happy Valley behind Storm Trooper, she's run 3rd. This has been quite a strong form race, this one, with Joyful Win going right on with the job out of it. Touch Faith also winning from out of this race. Was down in grade but bolted in last time. Drawn 9 against the concern. Went to Charts in after this and raced wide behind Peak to Peak. But she's racing consistently enough, certainly around Happy Valley. Yeah,
she just, the class is just a little bit of a trick for her. I mean, she's had that placing last time, so she is on the improve. She's had a 3rd and a 4th in it, but Barrier 9 put me off as well.
Yeah, okay, so that was her last start at Happy Valley. Apologies, Mark said she'd never start at Chartin. After that, what about Melbourne Hall? Paul, again, filling a minor spot here.
Yeah, look, he's been quite consistent this season, Melbourne Hall. He's one that I have included as well. Look, he's a pretty fit horse. He's had 5 starts this season. He's run 2nd at a couple of them. Here's one of them as well. The other 2nd was behind Wood on Fire, who's gone on with it. So the horse is consistent. He's come out of some strong races, and look, I've included him.
Yeah, me too. He drew well that night in Barrier 1, draws 3 this week, and he's out of a race behind Romantic Warrior, who looks well above average.
Okay, back to the trials here to have a look at Hercules, Mark. Now, blinkers going back on. What do we think? Dennis Yip, Karis Teeton.
And the first time the blinkers went on, he won. So it's worked before, and he came from a long way back and ran 3rd behind Flying Ace. And we know what a great debut he ran last Wednesday night, Paul. The further they went, the better he did look. So blinkers the key. Happy Valley, he's certainly in the top couple for me.
Yeah, I've got him on top. Actually, blinkers back on, back to the 1,200 as well. Both his wins have been off 1,200. The last was off a rating of 57. He's rated 51 now.
Yeah, Flying Ace won first up at the Valley last week. Here's Circuit Booming, Paul, on debut for Tony Cruz. He came through the ISG sale.
Yeah, and he's going really well, this horse. He's by Sebring. He's 1,064 pounds. He's had 6 trials to get him ready as well. The tongue tie goes on. So on debut, expect a big run. We've seen Tony Cruz horses go well on debut. He's in for me.
Yeah, really keen on him. He's just got better and better with each trial. Plenty of miles in the legs. I think he'll be hard to beat.
Okay, and there's plenty of support from in the market, Paul, but it is Lucky Marinol is actually favourite at this stage.
I haven't got her in. I'm going to go with the 6 here on top, which is the horse Hercules we talked about earlier on, just back to 1,200 metres with the blinkers on. So he's on top to beat the 2, Circuit Booming. The horse on debut had those 6 trials. He should be on the pace. Universal Go-Go, still a quite well-rated horse. The 2nd behind Compassion Spirit was good. I think he's a chance later in the card. And Melbourne Hall from an inside draw. 6, 2, 1 and 11.
Circuit Booming goes on top from the good draw on debut for first race Ferraris and trainer Tony Cruz. The trials have looked good. Beat Handsome Veggie in that last trial. We haven't seen him race yet. Melbourne Hall's racing consistently but just doesn't win a whole lot. Hercules off the trial and Lucky Marinol coming back to Happy Valley despite drawing barrier number 9. 2, 11, 6 and 9.
2 and 6, the main tune for me there. I think, yeah, Circuit Booming. I'm with Mark and run a big race first up here. That's race number 1, a Class 4 over the 1200 metres.